Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really embarking on a fantastic journey into Helsinki, Finland's captivating capital. Now, if you've been exploring that incredible guide over on travel-to-Finland.com, you'll know there's just a ton of information there. So our mission today is basically to help you cut through all that, distill the most important bits, and really process all that exciting content.
Exactly.
The guide describes Helsinki as this, well, brilliant fusion, right? Where Nordic elegance meets untamed nature, a place where saunas are apparently as fundamental as your morning coffee, which sounds amazing. It's this intriguing blend, sophisticated but also charmingly quirky, world-class design right next to rocky islands where locals just jump into ice-cold water.
Without batting an eye.
Right. It really paints a vivid picture, very much like those beautiful images you'll find on the travel-to-Finland.com site itself, actually.
Absolutely. And our goal for this deep dive is really to equip you with the essential insights from that guide. So you can not only, effortlessly plan your perfect Helsinki adventure, but also really get why it's such a special place. It's far more than just a stopover. It's a destination that genuinely surprises you.
Yeah.
And enchants.
Okay, so let's unpack this a bit. With so much of Finland to explore, why should Helsinki be on pretty much every itinerary? What makes it so indispensable?
That's a really good question, because Helsinki isn't just the capital city. It's really Finland's cultural heartbeat. It's your perfect introduction to the Finnish way of life. It offers this ideal, almost seamless blend of, urban sophistication and incredibly accessible nature. That combination really defines modern Finland.
So you can genuinely have both in one day, museums and forests.
Yeah. Oh, easily. Imagine starting your day admiring cutting-edge architecture in the design district.
Yeah.
And then maybe just an hour later, you're swimming off a beautiful forested island just minutes from the city center.
Yeah.
It gives you this immediate feel for how Finns live, embracing both the city buzz and the quiet calm of the wild.
That makes a lot of sense. So what does this versatility mean for you, our listener? Whether you're maybe a solo adventurer looking for safety and unique spots, or perhaps a luxury seeker after top hotels and fine dining, or even planning a family trip, full of island hopping and museums, Helsinki adapts.
It really does. It doesn't just cater to different travelers. It almost transforms itself to fit your specific journey. It's quite remarkable.
Okay, now this is where I think it gets really interesting. The travel-to-finland.com guide makes a big point about Helsinki not being a one-size-fits-all place. It completely shifts its character with the seasons. How dramatic is that change, really? What should you think about when picking your time to visit?
That's such a crucial point, because Helsinki truly does transform. It offers an entirely different vibe depending on when you go. So it really comes down to what kind of Helsinki do you want to experience.
Right.
So let's take spring. That's roughly March to May. It tends to arrive fashionably late, But when it does, there's this infectious energy. Snow melts, reveals those lovely cobblestone streets. It's fantastic for photography, actually.
Yeah.
The weather's usually mild, and you don't have the big summer crowds yet.
And packing. Sounds tricky.
Layers. Definitely layers.
Yep.
It's gloriously unpredictable. You might see ice breaking up in the harbor, or the very first flowers blooming in the parks. It's a time of awakening.
Okay. Then comes summer, June through August. The guide calls it Helsinki's showtime. Sounds like prime time.
Oh, it absolutely is. Nearly 19 hours of daylight. The city just becomes this huge outdoor playground. Everyone is outside.
Yeah.
Perfect for families, yeah. Island hopping, endless exploring, picnics.
15 hours of daylight. Wow.
It's something else, those white nights. So for summer, pack light layers, swimwear, and seriously, the Baltic can be surprisingly refreshing once you're in, and sunglasses are a must. You can have midnight picnics, hit up island festival swim. The energy is just fantastic.
But maybe that constant light isn't for everyone. The guide mentions autumn, September to November, is actually a local favorite, even with shorter days.
Yeah, it often is. It's a season of rich contrasts. The city gets dressed in these magnificent golds and ambers.
Yeah.
Really romantic. It's ideal for culture lovers, maybe a romantic getaway. The landscapes can get quite dramatic.
What about packing for autumn?
Definitely warm layers, a good waterproof jacket. Autumn can bring rain, and comfy walking shoes are essential. You get amazing fall foliage in the parks. The whole cozy cafe culture really comes alive. And if you're really lucky, especially later in autumn, you might even catch the northern lights, even near Helsinki sometimes.
Seriously, aurora near Helsinki.
It's possible. Not guaranteed like further north, but yeah, sometimes.
Okay, and finally for the brave ones, winter, December to February. Sounds intense.
It is intense, but also absolutely magical. Dark, yes, a bit moody, but atmospheric. Snow transforms everything into a kind of fairy tale. You get the smell of glögi, that's the Finnish mulled wine at the Christmas markets.
Hmm.
It's perfect for winter sports fans, Christmas market lovers, anyone wanting that authentic Nordic vibe.
But you need proper gear, right?
Oh, yeah. Serious winter gear. Warm boots, hat, gloves, thermal layers. This isn't for the faint of heart. But the rewards are great. Ice skating, cross-country skiing in the city center, and that classic Finnish experience, post-sauna ice swimming, if you dare.
Right. Okay, so once you've bravely picked your season, the next big thing is where do you actually go? Helsinki has these iconic landmarks, obviously, but the guide hints at some amazing hidden gems too. How do you balance that maybe on a first trip?
That's the real beauty of Helsinki, I think. It's about mixing those big sites with the smaller, local spots that give you the real flavor. Think of it like a spectrum. For the big icons, you absolutely have to see the Helsinki Cathedral. That gleaming white giant dominating Senate Square, you can see it from the sea. Built back in the 1850s, it's just majestic.
And the guide mentioned a tip about the steps.
Yeah, the steps are apparently perfect for people watching. And underneath it, there's Cafe Crypta. It's a peaceful little summer cafe, an art spot, vaulted ceilings. Really unique, hidden away right there.
Cool. And then there's the totally different Temple Iakio church, the Rock Church. That sounds incredible.
It really is. Just imagine a whole church carved directly into solid granite bedrock. The architects, Timo and Tuomo Suomalainen, finished it in 1969. The copper ceiling, the natural rock walls. It's not just visually stunning. The acoustics are apparently world-class. So it's a big concert venue, too.
Is there an entry fee?
Yeah, there's an €8 for adults, but it's free for minors. And apparently there's even a roof garden for some panoramic views. Definitely worth it.
Okay, and then there's the fortress, Suomenlinna.
Right. Just a quick, really scenic 15-minute ferry ride from Market Square. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Founded way back in 1748 by the Swedes, it served 3 different countries. It's this sprawling island citadel. You got cobblestone paths, hidden tunnels, old ramparts.
And it's not just ruins, right? People actually live there.
Exactly. That's what's so cool. It's a living community, about 800 residents. So you find little cafes, artisan shops, museums like the main Suomenlinna Museum. The guide suggests heading to Kustanmika, the southern tip, for the old cannons and cliff views. Especially nice around sunset, golden hour, and honestly, many of these sites, the cathedral, the fortress views, they're captured beautifully in the photos on travel-to-finland.com. Really gives you a feel for it.
Beyond those big names, though, Helsinki seems to have these other spots, maybe quieter places, the hidden gems and local favorites.
Oh, absolutely. And these often give you a deeper feel for Finland. Like the Suurasaari Open Air Museum. It's on this forested island, connected by a bridge, and it showcases traditional Finnish wooden buildings from all over the country. The author of the guide actually calls it their personal favorite for understanding that Finnish connection with nature.
Interesting.
Then there's the Gallen-Kallela Museum, dedicated to Finland's most famous artist. It's nestled in this stunning area called Tarvaspe. The museum building itself is amazing, and the forest and lake around it, it's like stepping into one of his paintings.
And for something completely different, especially if you visit when it's cold, the Helsinki Winter Garden, a tropical escape.
Exactly. It's this wonderful historic greenhouse from 1893. Free entry, too. 3 different rooms, palm house, cactus room, seasonal stuff, lush greenery, just a lovely warm refuge. Plus there's a cafe attached. Perfect escape. And for families or animal lovers, Korkesaari Zoo Island. It's focused on conservation, especially Nordic and Arctic animals. And the ferry ride over is part of the fun.
It really sounds like nature is woven right into the city fabric. The guide mentions Utela Nature Park in Vuosaari, the Eastern District, calls it a best-kept secret.
Yeah, Utela is fantastic. Proper hiking trails, rocky coastline, great swimming beaches. It's where you can really experience Helsinki's wilder side without going far.
Yeah.
And nearby is Cafe Kampela, which the guide raves about. Apparently captures that relaxed seaside spirit perfectly. A real local favorite.
Okay, I need to remember that one. Cafe
I
Kampela.
think definitely. And then, more centrally, there's Hataranta Beach, Helsinki's main beach. It gets surprisingly buzzy, almost tropical in summer. And right near there is Cafe Regatta, tiny little red cottage by the sea, possibly the most atmospheric coffee spot in the city. Legendary cinnamon buns, apparently.
You had me at legendary cinnamon buns. Okay, so beyond the sights and nature, what about the food and drink scene? Helsinki sounds like it covers all bases.
It absolutely does. Everything from Michelin-starred fine dining to really cozy cafes and cool bars. For the top end, there's Olo. Michelin star, innovative Nordic cuisine, tells the story of the seasons. You need to book that way in advance. The Noka, beautiful harbor setting in an old warehouse, focusing on Finnish ingredients, modern style. And Restaurant Ask is more intimate, seasonal menu, known for being really creative.
And Finns love their coffee, right? So cafes must be important.
Huge. Coffee culture is massive. So yeah, Cafe Regatta, that little red cottage, is a must for atmosphere. And those buns, Cafe Campella, out in Nutella for that relaxed vibe after a walk. And if you're serious about your coffee, Kaffe Roastery is mentioned as having some of the city's best specialty brews.
Okay. And when evening rolls around, nightlife.
Helsinki definitely has a good scene. The Atilji Bar at Hotel Torni, 14th floor, panoramic views, creative cocktails. It's pricey, but wow, sunset views are unforgettable. For something a bit more hidden, A21 Cocktail Lounge. Speakeasy style down an alley, known for innovative drinks. And then the whole Kallio district is known for its more relaxed, kind of bohemian vibe. Loads of bars, great terraces in the summer.
Right. And if you have a bit more time, say 5 days or a week, Helsinki works well as a base for day trips too.
Oh, absolutely. It's a perfect launch pad. These trips let you dive even deeper into Finnish nature and culture. Like, just an hour away, you've got Nuuksio National Park, pristine wilderness, hiking trails, clear lakes. It's your quick escape into proper Finnish forest life.
An hour? That's really close.
Yeah, super accessible. Or, also about an hour away, is Porvoo, Finland's second oldest city. Think picturesque medieval town, cobblestone streets, colorful wooden houses, lovely riverside cafes. Oh, and try the local gingerbread there.
Gingerbread noted. What about going further afield?
Well, you can even do an international day trip easily. Tallinn, Estonia is just a 2-hour ferry ride. Lots of Helsinkians pop over. You get to explore Tallinn's stunning medieval old town, another UNESCO site. Or, about 2 hours by train, there's Turku, Finland's old capital. Now it's known as a big foodie city. Medieval castle, nice riverfront dining scene along the Ora River.
Okay, lots of options then. Now let's talk practicalities. Planning a trip always involves logistics. How easy is it to get around Helsinki? And what about budgeting?
Good questions. Getting around is incredibly easy. The public transport system, HSL, is top-notch. Buses, trams, metro, even ferries to the islands. The HSL mobile app is your best friend for tickets and planning routes. You can get day passes, 1, 3, 5 days for unlimited travel. And a great tip from the guide. Tramline 3 basically does a scenic loop of many major sites. Great orientation.
What about just walking or cycling?
Oh, Helsinki is extremely walkable, especially the central areas. And there are city bikes available for rent, really popular in summer. Taxis are reliable, but yeah, they can be expensive. Uber usually works out a bit cheaper.
Okay. And budget. Nordic countries have a reputation.
They do, yeah. Helsinki is generally more expensive than, say, Southern Europe, but you get high quality and efficiency for it. The guide suggests, roughly, a budget traveler might manage on 80, 120 for a day. Mid-range, maybe 150, 250. Luxury, 300 plus. But you can definitely manage costs. Use public transport, enjoy the free parks and things like the Winter Garden.
And money stuff. Euros, cards, tipping.
Yep, Finland uses the euro. Credit cards are accepted almost everywhere, seriously. Lots of places are cashless now, so a card is essential. Tipping isn't really expected, but, 5–10% for really great service is always appreciated. And a super important practical tip from the guide, the tap water. It's excellent, perfectly safe, high quality. Bring a reusable bottle, no need to buy water.
Good to know. Language.
Finnish and Swedish are official, but English is very widely spoken, especially anywhere tourists go. You'll be fine. Though learning Kiitos for thank you and Tikisi for, always goes down well.
Any quick cultural tips?
Finns generally value personal space, so don't stand too close. They appreciate punctuality. Sauna culture is huge, almost sacred if you get invited. Definitely consider it. And remember the right to roam, or Jokamieheno Kadevit. It means you can access most natural areas freely, which is amazing. But always, always respect the environment. Leave no trace.
Makes sense. Packing essentials, quickly.
Year-round.
Yeah.
Good camera, portable charger, that reusable water bottle. Summer, light layers, rain jacket just in case. Comfy walking shoes, swimwear. Winter, serious gear. Warm boots, hat, gloves, thermal underwear. Don't skimp on winter gear.
Okay, great advice. So pulling all this amazing info together, how do you actually craft an itinerary? Make the most of your visit, whether it's 3 days or a week.
Well, the key thing the guide emphasizes is that Helsinki rewards the curious. Don't just tick off the big sites. For, say, 3 days, you could focus on the city center, must-sees, Senate Square, Market Square, maybe dip into the design district. Then do an island adventure like Suomenlinna, maybe Korkesaari Zoo if you have kids. And get a taste of nature and culture at Sorsaari or the Gallen Kallela Museum.
Okay, sounds like a packed but doable 3 days.
Yeah, If you have 5 days, you could add that day trip to Nuuksio National Park for some real forest time. And maybe explore neighborhoods like Munkkiniemi or Utela more deeply. Visit a few more museums. With 7 days, you've got time for another day trip. Maybe Porvoo, or even that quick hop over to Tallinn. Plus, more time to just wander and discover local spots.
And best times to visit, just to recap.
Really depends on you. Peak season, June, August, is warmest, most activities, but busiest and priciest. Shoulder seasons, May and September, often have good weather, fewer crowds, moderate prices, could be the sweet spot. Low season, October to April, is for winter lovers, cheapest prices, but shortest daylight hours.
Any final booking tips from the guide?
Yeah, definitely book summer accommodation well in advance. It gets snapped up. Check museum websites. Sometimes they have free admission days or evenings. And restaurant reservations are a good idea for popular places, especially at weekends. Also, always double-check ferry schedules as they change seasonally. And really, the best advice is probably don't just stick to the main tourist trail. Wander. Go explore Munkkiniemi or Utila. Stop at Cafe Regatta or Cafe Campella. Get that cinnamon bun. Listen to the quiet. Visit Surasari on a misty morning. That's where you'll really connect with the city's soul. It genuinely works for everyone. Families, luxury seekers, solo adventurers. You'll find your own Helsinki here.
This deep dive, drawing from that great travel-to-Finland.com post, really shows Helsinki is this incredibly versatile city, doesn't it? Safe, welcoming, full of discovery.
Absolutely. What really stands out is that Helsinki is, it's more than just a destination. It's your way into the Finnish way of life. It's where you see that blend of nature and culture, design and function play out every day. It's where you feel that sisu, that quiet resilience, but also that deep appreciation for simple, authentic pleasures, like a good sauna or a walk in the forest.
Right. Whether you use it as your main base or just the start of a bigger Finnish adventure, it sounds like Helsinki leaves you with a real understanding. Maybe you start to get why Finns are consistently ranked among the world's happiest people. In Helsinki, you don't just visit Finland, you really start to understand it.
Well said.
So we absolutely encourage you to go back to the original post at travel-to-Finland.com, soak in those beautiful images, use all that detailed info, and, well, start planning your own unforgettable Finnish journey.